right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contract Sports Call.
All right, Kim, thanks a lot, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. You can give me a call tonight, 412-575-2600 is the number. You can also tweet me at Richie Walsh, and we will be talking about the battle in Buccos, maybe Steelers if you want. They just wrapped up their night practice at Heinz Field, Family Fest. The Steelers practiced for about 2 hours at Heinz Field tonight in front of about 20,000 fans. It was an entertaining night. The reports that I got is Quadri Henderson looked pretty impressive at times at practice. We'll have Mike Tomlin's reaction coming up on KDKA-TV News at 11 o'clock. Also, James Washington, he's been impressing everyone, not only at practice but in preseason games and in front of guys in that locker room. I mean, I talked to a bunch of guys, and the one guy that everyone keeps naming who has impressed you the most, and most of the guys keep saying James Washington. David DeCastro said that, pointed him out, and I think this guy is going to be make a huge impact on that Steelers offense this year. He can show that he can make catches, he can get downfield. Even though Ben Roethlisberger hasn't had much work with James Washington so far, I expect him to put up better numbers than Martavis Bryant from last year. Now, they weren't great numbers, but I think he will surpass what Martavis Bryant did last year. I don't know if that's a bold prediction, but it's my prediction. And I'd like to hear what you guys have to say coming up tonight. Give me a call on the Borders and Borders hotline, 412-575-2600. Okay, battle and I think they're out of it. 37 games left. More than likely, they would have to go somewhere in the neighborhood of, I mean, if they want to get to 500, they got to go 27-10. That would be basically winning over 70% of games. I don't think that that's going to happen. They need to get to 90 wins. That's, I think, the number that'll get them in. Here's the problem with that. There's 5, and all 5 teams ahead of you are within 2 games or less of that second wild card. Right now, it looks like Colorado has that second wild card, who bumped out the Brewers and the Cardinals. The Dodgers are still 3.5 games ahead of the Pirates. And behind the Pirates, you have Washington and San Francisco. You have 3 teams all within a game and a half right there, 5.5 to 7.5 out. Now, basically, the Giants are out of it. They're 7.5 out. The Pirates are 5.5 out. Washington's right there with the battle in Buccos at 6 games out. Now, I think the only way the Pirates have a shot here is if they can turn this 2-game win streak into like an 8-game win streak, and they'll be right back in it. You have the Braves coming into town for 3. Then you have the Brewers, 2 teams that you're fighting with. I mean, essentially the Braves are fighting with the Phillies for that division and a wild card spot. So if you can take 2 out of 3 or sweep the Braves, you're in great shape. And then you're not going to sweep the Brewers again. I think that's just mathematically impossible after sweeping them in a 5-game series. There's no way that's going to happen. But if you take 2 out of 3, if you can somehow get 4 out of 6 games here, these next 2 series, then you're in pretty good shape. That's where I think maybe you move up to 2.5 games out of a wild card spot. And these next games, they're all, I think there's 12 games right here ahead of them. I haven't looked at the schedule. I can call it up here in a little bit in the break. But, 12 games that are teams that are ahead of them. They're playing the Braves. They're playing the Brewers. They're playing the Cardinals. They're playing the Rockies coming up. All teams that you want to play if you're in this position, because you basically control your own destiny, the Pirates do. But they have to win 27 games to get to 90 wins. I don't think 25 would get you there. It's not going to get you to 90 wins, but I don't think 25 would get you a postseason berth. I don't know if 88. I think 90 is the number. That would be my prediction. I just think there's too many teams. But I'm optimistic about next year for this team. I think I really like the starting rotation. Let's see more of Chris Archer. I mean, if you want to call in and complain about the trade, they got Shane Baz, too. That happened earlier in the week. And we talk about that on number 1 Cochran Sports Showdown tonight at 11:35 with Tim Benz, Colin Dunlap, and Ron Cook. So you might want to tune into that. We discussed various topics, basically the Steelers' defense. We talked about the the helmet rule, leading with your helmet. James Washington, the QB controversy that's on the table. And this is the big thing for me. Adam Frazier needs to find a spot in this lineup. You need his bat in the lineup. I don't know if I like his defense at second base, but if you can play him and Josh Harrison, move him over to third or move these guys around, you have versatility. That's one thing the Pirates have. Keep your hot bat in the lineup. I want to see him playing tomorrow. I think he needs to play. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to take some of your phone calls. 412-575-2600 is the number, or you can tweet me at Richie Walsh. Back in a couple minutes.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, putting new roofs on Pittsburgh homes for over 25 years. Call Ireland Contracting at 1-800-NEW-ROOF.